Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As record time of 2:21 p.m. on Eastern Time on the 24th day of 2023. Hope you guys have a great week, and apologies for not posting the last couple of days so far. My schedule has been just absolutely demoralizing, if you may. It's been quite hectic. I just came back from Salt Lake City. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, and my schedule has been just like a lot of back to back. And let me maybe just like share with you what it looks like. This is like what my week to week looks like on just like a regular perspective. You could see that it is pretty back to back. This is like this week, obviously. So as you can see, I'm going to a Knicks game later today. Invited by the New York Knicks personally, so I'll be doing some meet and greet with some people. But you can see that with respect to last week, I was also traveling, and I am personally quite winded. And then if you look at that on a more of a historical perspective, my week to week is just like a lot of blocks, a lot of blocks. And no, I mean I'm not complaining, but it's just that it is like a marathon every single day that I am obviously working and things like that. So it's good. I'm very fortunate to be having these voluminous days so far. Okay. So take a look at the news front before we dive into technical, which is something we do on a usual basis. Seems like with respect to the overall market has been relatively muted. Seems like we're not sustaining the back-to-back gains that we have had, last week. And the reason that we were propelling the way we were is because of a couple of factors. One, if you dial this back into 2 Fridays ago, it was the job numbers, right? And it seemed like, to be a relatively positive one, and that set the momentum. And also, we are in the first month of the year. Fund managers are incentivized to be starting the books, anyways. So that also have some propellant onto driving the market to go up. But in addition to that, there's just been lack thereof in terms of like negative news on FTX, on some of the earnings is still kind of far out. But with respect to the earnings, we are expected to have one of the first ones today. With respect to Microsoft is expected to report earnings after market close today. So obviously Microsoft one of those market drivers. So we'll see how that goes. And take a look at the whales front. Seems like a lot of the news are just anticipating or regurgitating. And the main catalyst that we need to really look out for is with respect to the FOMC meeting on the 31st and the 1st of February. It seems like on the 23rd, basically yesterday, Monday, was a relatively mixed bag day. More of a sell day on the ARK Invest side, and take a look at the BlackRock side of the house. Relatively higher sell day. So interesting. Okay, so let's dive into technical, shall we? Without wasting more time. I know I've been very, very just negligent. Is that the right word? I'm so sorry for not making the time. I'm just been quite tired. I'm catching up on sleep, but obviously my weekend has been just like a lot of work. I still have not unpacked my bags so far, but I'm going out to like again right conferences and stuff like that in the next couple of weeks as well. I might be going to Miami for a conference, and then I might go to like do other trips as well. So we'll see how that goes. But enough of the babbling. You can see that I'm kind of delirious at the moment. Respect to recording time of 2:25 p.m. on Eastern Time. Ethereum $100,621, about 0.32% so far. With respect to the technical, you could see that we have been quite elongated. You could see that we are about to form a death cross as we are. It seems like the apex has been formed already. And on the RSI front, it seems like the apex has also been formed already. We're still quite extreme on 73 out of 70, so very overbought. Weekly, you can see that we're still on the opposite side of the spectrum. Unfortunately, we are levitating in between. So the level that we really need to get up to is 1750, which you could see that we have not gotten there. We have gotten to like a halfway, just about 1650, which is fair. Seems like we are forming one of the first level of escalator. So what we really need to do is to form a a normalization. So we need to come across down and come back to ideally 1450, which is technically the next resistance level. That's quite substantive. And we hope that we don't break it because of the fact that the next level down more substantively is going to be somewhere around 1250. Okay. So Bitcoin is very elongated as well. It's even more overbought than Ethereum with the 86 out of 70 so far. On the weekly front, very extended as well. This is not long lasting. Bitcoin seems to be, forming one of the first steps, staircase on, going upward from here in a gradual fashion. Still quite, bullish on the monthly, but this is monthly, right? But daily and weekly are looking quite ominous, quite risky at these high level. On the index front, let me just take a look at this. We are at the 400 mark, which is interesting. It seems like we are forming some sort of a reverse head and shoulder, but something that's worrying me right now is the large separation, and also we are at the resistance level on this level at the moment. This is applicable on a daily as well, so this means that some normalization as we get closer and closer to the FOMC meeting on the 31st will be very logical. Until we complete that on the monthly, we are looking quite bullish from here, but again, months out. So I think ideally like in late Q2 to Q3 would be a great transitional period, beginning of a bull market. Okay, so it's a quicker one. I'm relatively exhausted. My life has been just blowing up out of proportion. All good volume though, I would say, so no complaint as a whole, but obviously it's still quite tiring. I am quite exhausted, but I appreciate you for making time and being patient with me and not yelling at me for not being, I guess, attentive enough. But I appreciate you. I care about you guys. It's just that sometimes like you've been telling me before, I have to take care of myself mentally. And that's what I'm trying to do. But it's still like work on all sides of the spectrum. It's like, I wish there were two of me and I wish that my energy level was, doubled. But it is part of the game. It's part of the sports. Business is definitely a sports that I am getting better at as an athlete, if you get my drift. But anyways, have a good one, and I'll check you guys later. Take care. Bye.